Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk the shutdown. Government shutdowns have become a regular thing. I remember while I was in Afghanistan back in 2011, we had a shutdown. This is nothing new. Both parties do it to try to get what they want. The question is, which party is being unreasonable at that particular time? This one, I think, is blatantly obvious that the Democrats are being unreasonable. The current spending policy is a policy that was originally built by the Democrats. In order to keep the government open, the Republicans are willing to just let it ride. Democrats have decided to say screw the U.S. people until we get exactly what we want. I do not believe most of the Democrats want to do this. I believe, for the most part, they are hostage to the extreme wing of their party. Because I can tell you, Republicans don't like everything that's in that spending policy. They don't. I don't like everything that's in that spending policy. It costs too much darn money. Something I think the Democrats have failed to take into account is right now, government operations rest solely in the hands of the president. Meaning, if the president so chooses, he can eliminate departments. He can eliminate components. They gave him complete and utter control of the government when they went into government shutdown. And if this persists and he decides to use that power and start axing programs, it will take getting the Republicans and the Democrats in the House and the Senate to agree to restart that program. There are plenty of programs that our current president wants to get rid of. Most of them are Democrat programs. Most of them will be very difficult to get passed in our current administration. But the far left base wants to see the Democrats fight the Republicans. They are quite literally shooting themselves in the foot just so that they can have the view of having fought for something. Are there things in the Democrat platform that they could fight for that would make sense? Yes. Fighting for illegal immigrants to get health care is probably not the hill to die on. I'm almost starting to wonder if the Democrat Party isn't legitimately on purpose ending its career. It don't make sense, but that's what it looks like. Nothing else about this makes any darn sense. They know these positions are unpopular as all get out. AOC, I firmly believe, is too damn retarded to understand that she is actively killing her party. Same with Ilhan Omar and all the other ignorant fools that are pushing these policies. I honestly don't know how this plays out. I not see a way this plays out well for the Democrats. They have lost themselves in the corporate greed and corruption of today's society. They no longer talk out both sides of their mouth. They now just talk straight out their ass, saying whatever they think will get the best reaction. Don't get me twisted, I don't think many, if any, of the Republicans are any better. How do we fix the issue? I can really only see one route toward fixing this issue. And that's making it so that political service is no longer something that is attractive to the greedy. It's no longer financially advantageous. I've heard an option put out there where no matter where you represent, your pay as a representative of that area matches the median income of your area of representation. That might be tremendously helpful. 2, it shouldn't be a career. If you want a political career, you're going to have to bounce around from place to place to try to figure out and see where things are working out. You can serve a term in the Senate, or 2 terms in the Senate, 2 terms in the House, and you can try for presidential or gubernatorial or local government. But you cannot make a 20-year career out of federal position, out of a federal position. Too many, and this is throughout the entirety of government, have made millions of dollars primarily through corruption, because their official pay scale, the math don't work. And we know that. And while you're in political office, if it is found you are taking donations and donations for running cannot go to your personal account. If you are getting extra kickbacks anywhere, you are immediately censored. If you're taking a political kickback of any kind, I don't care if it's coming from corporate, from pharma, from guns. I don't care who the special interest group is. Now, political donations can come from, or can go toward a run for office. Yeah. I think there's too much money in politics as is. But, yeah, no, they can capture donations for their run for political office. And if that money isn't completely used up by the end of your run, then it is to be donated toward a government program. And you get to choose a government program for all I care. You can choose to donate that to the VA. You can choose to donate it toward military research and development. I don't care. It doesn't get to stay with you. It doesn't get to stay with the party. Every election cycle, you're starting from scratch, and you better build a decent platform so that your donation base decides, well, you know what, I'm willing to put my money behind this. And if you've got a shit platform, you won't get no money, which means you probably won't get elected. And yes, there should be a hard cap on the big industries only because they could buy somebody into office, and I don't like the thought of that either. I need a freaking... Now this is all pipe dream bullshit. Probably won't get me anywhere. But at the beginning of this, I said I was going to give my thoughts on the day. And, today, my thoughts were the shutdown and government corruption. So that's where I went with this. If you've got a better fix for the political issues, go ahead, put it down in the comments. I'll have a read and I'll have a conversation with you about it. If you've got a good idea, well, I'm down to listen. Because I know mine's a pipe dream at best. Y'all be safe. God bless.